Well, good morning and welcome to what might be a beach clean adventure. I really honestly don't know because as you can see, it is quite snowy out here. I'm gonna say that the white in my beard today is just snowflakes for anybody who's never seen a video of mine. Much blacker beard than this. But yeah, definitely snowing out here pretty hard. Luckily, it's not too cold, but yeah, really I just wanted to see if I could find any trash beach cleaning in this weather. And I definitely have some advice about beach cleaning in the winter along the way. So I am utterly unprepared because I heard it was going to snow and I didn't plan on coming out for a beach clean today in terms of bags and pickers, trash pickers, litter pickers, that sort of thing. But I do have warm clothes on, which is key. That's probably the most important rule of winter beach cleaning. So yeah, let's just take a hike up the beach, see if we can find anything, and I'll give you some wintertime beach cleaning tips along the way, because this is obviously the most extreme wintertime beach clean conditions, but actually winter is a pretty great time to beach clean for reasons that I will explain. So one huge beach clean tip is to clean up near the dunes or grasslands, marshlands, away from the water. Actually, most people when they beach clean, they go right along the water because that's where they assume trash is going to be floating, and that's true, but a lot more of it ends up deposited with high storm tides in the dunes, as far as I've experienced. Unfortunately, during a winter beach clean, as you can see, the duney grassy parts tend to accumulate snow much more quickly than the wetter parts, and the tide will certainly wash out a lot of snow, or it just leaves less time for snow to accumulate because there was previously water there. So ironically, or interestingly I suppose, during a snowstorm, if you're trying to do some beach cleaning, you want to walk along the water for once, because I doubt I'll be able to find anything in the dunes. I might give it a go anyways, just because I'm feeling adventurous, but yeah, I'm going to walk along the shore for sort of a change of pace, because I think that might be our best bet for finding some trash today. So I don't know if you can see, but these sort of seaweed clumps tend to accumulate snow much faster than the wet sand and rocks. I'm not a biologist, so I don't know the exact reasons why, but as I said earlier, that's sort of why, as I noticed, the dunes and marshlands farther inland tend to get covered up much more quickly, and unfortunately, like I said, that's where most of the trash is. However, I have been finding some beautiful beach glass, which is pretty exciting. This one isn't quite ready maybe, but I suspect there's more to come, which is, if you can't find trash, beach glass, which is just worn down glass over time, basically, is quite interesting, and it's quite beautiful, some of it. So could turn into a beach glass hunt. I don't know. Let's keep going, see what else we find. All right, what do we got here? Oh, be careful, it's slippery. Yeah. See, much like I was saying, the plastic is back in these duney areas because it gets taken back out if it's low down by the water, and it gets stuck here during tidal surges, storm surges, that sort of thing. So yeah, I think if I do find trash today, it's going to have to be up in these duney areas, and I even see a few more bits here. So yeah, I'm going to keep at it up in here and see what else I find. Looks like some rope here. Oh yeah, that's a tough one. Oh, yeah. Nonsense rope for sure. One thing I really hope is that this doesn't turn to rain, because it's right around freezing, and actually I think freezing rain would be much worse than the snow, which is already pretty bad because it's right at freezing temperature, so it melts right when it hits you basically, which is a problem, because then if you're cold and soaked, that's obviously a not too safe environment, honestly, to find yourself in potentially. Luckily I'm like a mile walk from home, so I think I'll make it. But yeah, you got to be careful with these factors. I actually rather it be like another 10 degrees colder, because you warm up while you're actually cleaning, and the snow then might be easier to brush off and keep dry, which I think is much more important than another 5-10 degrees temperature swing. So interesting considerations to think about for sure. Here's a good little find. Recyclable. Could do something with this. Recycle it. One other thing I'll say to bring are good shoes. I'm wearing my hiking shoes, which have pretty nice grips on them. Don't wear flat shoes in this weather because you will be slipping and sliding, and that's not what you want. Trust me. I actually fell a few weeks ago, a couple months ago, right on my back on a patch of ice, and that was scary. Luckily, I was fine somehow. But yeah, I've been much more diligent since then in wearing my hiking boots with grips in any sort of potentially wet or slippery conditions. And I haven't slipped since, knock on wood, but definitely a consideration. Whew. All right, well, I'm gonna pack it in because, well, first of all, it's starting to kind of change to freezing rain, and I don't want to play around with that. It's gonna switch back to snow, but not for a couple hours, I think, maybe. In any event, like I said, because the weather is actually not that cold, I am getting quite soaked out here, and one mistake I made was having soft gloves and not water resistant gloves. So my hands, for example, are getting wet and then chilled and then quite frozen, ironically. So yeah, I think this is about the extent that I'm gonna find too, which are some interesting items, certainly. Some I can recycle, some I can just throw out. And obviously there's a lot more to say about this type of trash and other types of trash that I will continue to find once the snow melts, which might, granted, take a bit of time, but spring is coming, warmer days, and unfortunately all the trash that's still hidden in these dunes, covered by the snow now, but it doesn't go away. And it continues to build over the year and over years. So yeah, I don't know if I have any other winter weather beach cleaning advice, but feel free to comment if you have any questions. I have quite the extensive experience. Like I said, usually the conditions aren't this bummy, but it's actually a really nice walk without the wind. There's basically no wind, which is why I otherwise really don't mind walking around in the snow. As I say in my other videos, it's all about that wind. And if there's no wind, it's actually quite a lovely stroll, minus now being soaked. But yeah, anyways, I just wanted to show a little bit of insight as to how you can beach clean year round. Obviously, if the snow is a little lighter, I might be able to find more, but certainly when the next tide comes in, it will reveal much more again. So anyways, thanks for joining me. Again, if you have any further questions, share them in the comments. I love getting those questions and hearing those experiences of what others have been through with wintertime beach cleaning. Some pretty extreme conditions out there as well. One of the subscribers, I think, beach cleans on Lake Michigan, and they talk about how, yeah, it can be quite interesting weather sometimes, because I've been to Lake Michigan in January and it is cold. So this is kind of a walk in the park compared to what some beach cleaners experience out there. So anyways, thanks for joining, and yeah, hopefully some warm weather days to come. They are on their way. Spring's actually just a couple weeks away, and I imagine the weather's going to change for the better very soon. So until next time, stay safe out there, be well, clean well, and hope to see you on the beach soon. Bye-bye.